Bless up, my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Isabel Rose. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn the post notification bell on. Put it on all so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people. So in this one, my people, the Auditor General, Pamela Monroe, calls out the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Health, and the Office of the Prime Minister among violators of some $1.6 trillion that's unaccounted for. When you hear that, my people, stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Run over to my other platform and subscribe over there. Get that channel to 1K. Please and thanks. Some people, in recent news, we have learned that the Auditor General, Pamela Monroe, has called out some ministries for their non-compliance to fiscal regulatory requirements that are hindering the independent assessment of how more than $1.6 trillion that was allocated to these entities was utilized, raising concerns about transparency, accountability, and whether taxpayers received value for the allocated funds. Among the violators failing to prepare and submit appropriation accounts are the Ministry of Education and Youth, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and the Office of the Prime Minister. My people, I had done a video on the channel over 8 months ago where she called out the Ministry of Health for some $563 million that was unaccounted for during the whole COVID pandemic time. And it, came about with a big brawl between she and a member from the ministry called Dustin. I want to hear that 8-month-old video. Take a listen. In this video, there has been a big brawl between the Ministry of Health as well as the Auditor General. And, they were having a dispute about some $600 million that was supposed to be used to house persons who were, having the COVID-19 within that pandemic period. And so the General Auditor, came up with some discrepancies. Money was not paid over to, the 7 hotels that was, under contract to be paid out to house these persons with the COVID-19. And so there's an update now, and I'm going to give you that update. Some Finance Ministry representative is expected to produce evidence to support his recent claim that the Financial Secretary could sanction a permanent secretary for failing to submit annual reports on time to the Auditor General's department. So it's not between the permanent secretary and the auditor right now. It's between the Finance Ministry against the permanent secretary for the Ministry of Health. The claim has been made by Barrington Thomas, who is the head of the financial systems in the Finance Ministry. Right? So they had a meeting at the Public Accounts Committee, and they're saying that Dustin Bryan cannot give evidence, or he must produce evidence to the Auditor General for the hundreds of millions that was spent and cannot be accounted for. So the Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis flagged a 9-year backlog of appropriation accounts that the Health Ministry had not submitted to the Minister and the Auditor General Office, covering the period from 2013 to 2014 to 2021 and 2022. Use of $560 billion. A whole heap of money that's in people. Meanwhile, Dustin Bryan said he was concerned that the Ministry of Finance would suggest that the Financial Secretary has the ability to impose disciplinary action outside of surcharge on the Permanent Secretary. It outlines the responsibility of a permanent secretary to ensure that annual reports are submitted on a timely basis as provided for law. Thomas told the committee that the disciplinary action goes as far as shifting of the accountable officer to another ministry. It is deemed that the portfolio is not being managed accordingly. So quote unquote, he is only concerned about, the financial secretary having the ability to discipline him as the permanent secretary. You should even have no problem with that. They need an account of how the money was spent. You're supposed to have that tabled out. You're supposed to have that pencil out. Say X was used for such and such and Y was used for such and such. He's concerned with the wrong set of things, my people. And so they're letting him know that his responsibility, since him not sure, supposed to give an account every year and allow the people of the diaspora, the citizens, to be aware of how the money was spent within the Ministry of Health. So the Auditor General is letting Mr. Dustin Bryan know that the reports are not done to castigate permanent secretaries, but to support their efforts to identify weaknesses and to act to reduce risk that could result in a loss of public funds, vital public funds. They said they spent $2 million on 45 televisions and 15 tablets, but they could not provide the Auditor General with a reason for the purchases of the items and how it related to the pandemic. And these are the powers that be that are in high position and managing taxpayers' money, managing the money that we pay as tax in the country. These are the people that are in position. No accountability, no transparency. And how can she expect to get any information as it pertains to the Ministry of Education when the then Miss McLean has said to gone away with over $124 million allegedly, as well as the whole Royal Reed saga? How we are going to get transparency there, so? How we are going to get any form of accountability when there is no accountability framework for the powers that be, for those who are working in most of the institutions in a public sector area? These are the unjust things where we, the bloggers, them are talk about and a call out. Can you imagine for the Ministry of Health, $563 million unaccounted for? And look what them are tell you, say them take the money them and do with it. TV and tablets.
Rubbish! What them say? Radam!
TV and tablets, And whole heap of hospital don't even have an MRI machine. No ambulance in the country, so to speak. May I exaggerate on that part there. But God bless the amount of ambulance in the country. CT scans machines needed. Thank God for dancehall artist Shaggy, who has pledged to work alongside the Bustamante Hospital for Children. So, people with their children who are very sick can have equipments readily available to do a scan on their child, to do whatever test needs to be done. Big up to Shaggy. But that $563 million could have done other stuff that's really of vital importance to the health sector. Some people, one set of choppers and scammers in high places. What have they done with so much money? And we still want to know the other 30 thief them, or could be more. We need to know, including the 6 parliamentarians them, who illicitly enrich themselves out of the taxpayers' coffers. We want to know where all of them money are there. When you come and give an account That is why the people them deem them as most corrupted. That's why the people of Jamaica has lost trust. Chat up my people and tell me what you think about this $1.6 trillion. Could be more too, that's unaccounted for. And to think of even the office of the Prime Minister. Me not even go that part there. Because the little minions them we support him are going to come out with them only for antics and foolish. But at the end of the day, we're not afraid of nobody on this. You understand? Wanna drop on the comments, my people, and talk up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Run go over to my other platform, Instagram and Facebook, and follow me over there at Anisabel Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership, you get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. We do notifications, shout out in each and every video to be a part of that. All you have to do is be the first to like, comment, and subscribe, and you'll be featured in the following video to come. This notification shout out goes to Horace Anderson. Big up yourself, Horace. Thanks for the continued support from each and every subscriber. New viewers, come on board, journey with me, join the family. Subscribe to the channel, like up the videos, share out the videos, support the ABR movement. On the road to 20k, play your part. Stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more updates. Get this video to at least 500 likes. Big up on yourself.